Sometimes, a single decision that seems small can completely change a person's life. Today's story is about actress Brittany Allen, whose determination and self-belief turned an unlikely opportunity into one of the biggest achievements of her career. In Hollywood, where thousands of talented performers compete for recognition every year, success often depends on more than talent alone. Instead of waiting for someone else to recognize her work, Brittany chose to take control of her own future. That bold decision would eventually lead her to one of television's highest honors. The news arrived on what seemed like an ordinary Wednesday morning. Brittany Allen was at home in Los Angeles when she learned that HBO's hit medical drama The Pitt had received an impressive 25 Emmy nominations, making it the most nominated television series of the year. As names of the cast members were announced, including series star Noah Weil, Brittany heard something she had dreamed of for years. Her own name had been nominated for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Drama Series. What made this achievement even more remarkable was the path that led to it. Unlike many nominees, Brittany wasn't included in HBO's official Emmy campaign. With such a large ensemble cast, the studio had to make difficult strategic decisions about which performances to submit for awards consideration. Her performance simply wasn't part of that list. Instead of accepting disappointment, Brittany made a choice that reflected years of perseverance. She believed deeply in the work she had done and decided to advocate for herself. She paid the $225 submission fee, completed all the required paperwork, and officially entered herself into Emmy consideration. It wasn't an impulsive decision, it was a statement that her work deserved to be seen. In The Pitt, Brittany portrayed Roxie Hamler, a young mother facing terminal cancer. Throughout 7 episodes, Roxie quietly wrestled with heartbreaking decisions while maintaining remarkable strength and dignity. It wasn't a role built around dramatic speeches or emotional outbursts. Instead, it required subtle expressions, thoughtful silence, and deeply emotional restraint. Those quiet moments ultimately became some of the most memorable scenes of the season. Preparing for the role demanded extraordinary commitment. Brittany spent weeks reading books about death, spirituality, and end-of-life care. She wanted to understand not only the physical challenges her character faced but also the emotional and psychological journey of someone confronting mortality. During more than 2 months on set, she remained fully immersed in Roxie's story, constantly reflecting on themes of family, hope, acceptance, and human resilience. Among the many patients featured throughout the series, Roxie's story resonated with audiences in a unique way. Viewers connected with her quiet courage, and critics praised the emotional authenticity Brittany brought to the screen. Although her role wasn't the largest in the series, it left a lasting impression that extended far beyond the final episode. When HBO chose not to include her in its official Emmy submissions, Brittany didn't see it as a personal rejection. Instead, she viewed it as another challenge to overcome. She shared her decision to self-submit on Instagram, explaining why she believed in her performance and encouraging others to advocate for themselves. Her honesty quickly attracted attention from fans, journalists, and fellow actors alike. For Brittany, the decision wasn't driven by ego. It was about respecting the work she had invested in the role. She believed that if artists don't stand behind their own accomplishments, they risk allowing meaningful work to go unnoticed. That message resonated with many people both inside and outside the entertainment industry. When Emmy nomination morning finally arrived, Brittany says her first reaction was complete disbelief. As the reality slowly sank in, she began reflecting on the 2 decades she had spent building her career. If someone had told her 20 years earlier that she would one day earn an Emmy nomination for an HBO drama, she says she would have been overwhelmed with excitement. Now, that dream had become reality. Interestingly, Brittany wasn't alone. Self-submissions have occasionally succeeded at the Emmy Awards before. Several Game of Thrones actors famously submitted themselves and earned nominations, proving that determination can sometimes overcome traditional award campaigns. This year, fellow The Pitt actor Jeff Kober also earned a Guest Actor nomination after launching his own self-submission campaign. Following the announcement, HBO executive Casey Bloys explained that the studio's decision was purely strategic. With hundreds of performers involved in The Pitt, it simply wasn't possible to campaign for everyone. He emphasized that HBO encourages self-submissions and expressed genuine happiness that Brittany's efforts had been rewarded with a nomination. Rather than feeling vindicated, Brittany responded with grace and understanding. She said the explanation made complete sense and stressed that she never took the situation personally. Throughout production, she felt supported by the cast, crew, writers, and producers. Her campaign wasn't about criticizing the studio, it was about creating an opportunity for herself when one wasn't automatically provided. That attitude has inspired many aspiring performers. Instead of blaming circumstances or waiting for recognition, Brittany demonstrated the importance of taking initiative while maintaining professionalism and respect for everyone involved. This isn't the first time Brittany has been recognized by the Television Academy. In 2011, she won a Daytime Emmy Award for her work on All My Children. However, receiving a Primetime Emmy nomination for an HBO drama represents another significant milestone in her career and reflects years of dedication, patience, and continuous growth as an actress. She also shares this year's Guest Actress category with fellow The Pitt performers Tal Anderson and Tina Ivlev, highlighting the exceptional quality of the show's cast. Their nominations further reinforce the emotional impact the series has had on audiences and Emmy voters alike. Looking ahead, the Emmy Awards ceremony will take place on September 14. While preparing for one of the biggest nights of her career, Brittany has also been focused on very normal responsibilities, including finding a dress and arranging childcare for her 3.5-year-old child. She says she's excited to get dressed up, celebrate with her partner, and simply enjoy a moment she has spent years working toward. Ultimately, Brittany Allen's story is about much more than awards. It is a reminder that success often belongs to those who believe in themselves enough to take action. Her journey demonstrates that confidence isn't about expecting success, it's about being willing to give yourself a chance when no one else can do it for you. After years of dedication, perseverance, and quiet determination, Brittany transformed one courageous decision into a career-defining achievement. What do you think about Brittany Allen's decision to submit herself for Emmy consideration? Would you have done the same if you believed in your work? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know your opinion. We'd love to hear from you.